Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us is the latest generation for the Dodge Charger. This is the Scat Pack. It's finished off in F8 green, and we'll go over the MSRP once we go over all the specs and features and get this family style muscle car out on the road. So let's start off with the surprise you will find underneath the hood. From the factory, this comes with a 6.4 liter Hemi V8 paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This particular model, however, is procharged. So from the factory, it pumps out 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. This model is pushing 1100 horsepower to those rear wheels. I'm unsure of the torque specs, but it's probably very, very close. Now for the factory specs, weighs in right around 4,400 pounds. We'll do 0 to 60 just shy of 4 seconds. Top speed is 175. So with that procharged system, we are looking at some very capable performance numbers for this style of vehicle. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling, you'll see that the LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals have a very, very thin housing to them. It matches that upper grille very nicely, where you'll see plenty of cutouts. There's inlets on both sides, and then more in the lower section there where you'll see the fog lights on both sides. And then there's that functional hood scoop and the matte black hood. So it gives it a very distinctive and functional front end to it. Now for the side, this has an aftermarket set of bronze 20-inch wheels. Very, very nice color combo with this green. The car sits a little bit lower too, maybe an inch or so, could be a little bit more or less. This has 6 pistons up front, 4 pistons in the rear, so we have plenty of stopping power for the amount of horsepower. Body colored side mirrors, and then the distinctive line running down the side for the Charger. Gives it a good presence to it from the side. Now for the rear, this has more matte black. You will see Scat Pack cut out in that section. Matte black for that trunk mounted spoiler. LED taillights with that connector bar that runs right through the middle, has the backup camera, all of the parking sensors. There's also some heat extraction vents on both sides. Now let's go ahead and listen to this procharged Charger. It sounds really good. I cannot wait to get this out on the road. Now to gain access to the trunk space, you can use the key fob or this button right here, and plenty of space. This is a practical family sedan. It just has a lot of horsepower. You can fold the back seats down. You can also store some items up underneath where you have access to the battery there, tire inflator kit, and then there's one grab handle up top. So if you're looking for performance, but you have a family and you need that extra space, such a nice option to go with. Now you'll see more of that green make its way to the interior with all the stitching, plenty of space in the lower section. There's also a Scat Pack badge. I believe that's aftermarket. And then we have the two-tone design for these seats with all of the green. Now at 5'10", I have plenty of space. There's storage pockets, air vents, USBs, and my head is just up against the glass here, but I'm very comfortable. You could have 3 people back here. And then right in the middle, there is the armrest and 2 cup holders if you need to use that. Plenty of visibility too. Looking at the front door panel now, you can actually lock this here just by grabbing the door handle. It will unlock. Same design here. We have all the window adjustments, side mirror adjustments, a lot more storage space. And then the same design for the seats. This has an aftermarket pillow with the Scat Pack badge. We have an automatic driver seat, a manual passenger seat, and we also have an aftermarket steering wheel. Carbon fiber, perforated leather, all of the green with all of the factory controls. So we have Bluetooth voice commands, cruise control, paddle shifters. It still retains volume and tuning for the radio. But let's reach as far as we can for that door and fire this back up. There we go. For the gauge cluster, left side has the tach, right side is the miles per hour. And then you have a lot more info to go through. You can see messages. There's also the screen set up, so that way you can dial it in the way that you would like to with all the info that you would like to see too. If we go back now, we have the diagnostics that you can monitor, your speed limit. You have all of these vitals that you can further go through just depending on what you would like to see. You even have a lot of performance data to monitor and record. So you can go through all of these timers and your braking distance, G-force. Very cool to see that. You have MPG along with your trip distance, audio, and then back to the messages there. Now on the left side, this still retains the foot e-brake. We have the headlight adjustments, fog lights, dimmer switches. I believe this is how you can release the trunk space, but it's red and it is covered with the Scat Pack badge. So we will leave that alone for today. This has the touchscreen system in the middle with a lot more controls that you can go through, all of your climates, all of your daily driving info, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and then when you're ready, you can go into your dashboard. You can activate launch control, set the RPM, activate your line lock. You have all of that to go into different driving modes too, depending on how you would like to set this up. And then we also have the SRT mode, which actually I just showed, but if we go into the performance pages now, it does take a little bit time for that to load. So while that is doing that, we have air vents on both sides, nice trim piece surrounding that. You have a lot more info to go through. You can see all these timers, more vitals, G-force meter, engine and dyno, along with some more vitals. It is so cool to see that in a family-oriented vehicle like this. I know some people who have these have kid seats in the back, daily driver, and then a track weapon when you're ready. Now you have volume and tuning on the lower section here, shortcut to the driving modes, launch control. You can shut that upper screen off, and you have parking sensors and traction control. All of the physical buttons for the climates are just underneath that. There's a 12 volt and a little bit of storage. This model also has an aftermarket carbon fiber-like green trim piece on the shifter, which is a nice touch. Reverse camera, and then you can shift using the shifter or the paddle shifters themselves. Now in the middle, you have 2 cup holders that you can hide away, and then a good amount of storage with auxiliaries in the center, and a lot of space, surprisingly, in the glove box. It has a 2-shelf design to it. And we'll take a look at visibility over both shoulders. But now the fun part begins, getting this 1100 horsepower Charger out on the road. And so from second gear, here we go. Woo! It's incredible to me how smooth these shifts are. For the added horsepower, they are so smooth, and I'm short shifting, but man, is this is crazy. Little bit of traction there, but wow, it is so smooth. So you're around $50,000, $60,000 for one of these models, and if you want to add the power to it, I don't think it would really cost a significant amount to where it's not doable. Obviously we're in one right now, and just the build on this is incredible. We have a good bit of money into this. For a family style sedan, you can put car seats in the back, you can take it to the grocery store, you can drive it every single day. They're super comfortable and quiet if you don't mod them, but when you do mod them, I mean, the power delivery is so smooth that you don't even feel the shifts. It just gets up and moves. I've never been in a vehicle with this much power where you have the drama, but you don't have the jerkiness of going through the shifts. Like it's so smooth, get up to speed, very comfortable. It's the most powerful car I think I've ever been behind the wheel of, and it drives when you want it to in traffic just like a normal vehicle would. So if you want potential for power like this, take it to the drag strip, just do some performance style driving like that. But you have a family, you need space for kid seats, whatever, you need something that's a little bit more practical if it is your only vehicle. The Charger is a cool option, and as far as turning radius goes, feels a little bit heavy, but we have the aftermarket steering wheel, so it might add a little bit to the weight of that. But I think with visibility here, you can see behind us. We'll do one more acceleration before we end today's video, so we'll just leave it in drive now So if you're at the drag strip, you know, you might get some quicker shifts letting the vehicle do it itself. It's gonna downshift. This is incredible. This is such a cool sleeper style vehicle. You see Dodge Chargers as rental cars, you know, with basic V6 engines, just a normal sedan, no power, anything like that. So to the untrained eye, aside from the unique color, you really wouldn't think that this is a track weapon in a daily driving type of vehicle. So I know I said one last acceleration, but here we go for one last acceleration. Let's get straight first. And that's gonna wrap it up for the walk-around review and test drive with an 1100 horsepower Dodge Charger. Once again, a huge shout out to Carolina Auto Direct for providing this car for me today. Babying it as I do, a little bit of an acceleration, but definitely awesome to check out. Check out their website. Also give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.